Good day, friends. Today we will discuss two methods of market approach, which are adjustment grid model and residue techniques. These two methods are very important from a IBBI examination point of view, and as well as they are very important for your day-to-day work. So first we will discuss what is adjustment grid model. Adjustment grid model, basically it also comes under the headings of sales comparison method. And in this method, what we do, first thing, we create grids. For creation of grids, you have to choose certain parameters such as size, location, age, and condition, etc. of the building. So these are listed horizontally in the grid or matrix, while comparable sales are listed vertically. So what is comparable sales? These are basically the properties which are comparable to the subject property, which are comparable to the subject properties that have recently sold. So we have to collect the data of the properties which have been sold recently, and they are comparable to the subject property in relation to its size, in relation to its location, age and condition, etc. So we refer them as comparable. So what we do, we on the vertical side we have comparable, say 1, comparable 2, comparable 3, and so on. On the horizontal side you have parameters such as size, then location, and other things in the horizontals. That is what we have discussed. In the vertical side you have comparable 1, 2, 3, etc. So then after doing so, you have to make certain adjustments. Adjustment to which? We made adjustment to the sale prices of the comparable. So we know the sale prices of the comparable and we made certain adjustment to them. Why? To account for difference between them and the subject property. So for instance, an adjustment is made to account for comparable properties bigger lot size. And then calculation. So adjusted prices of the comparable are then we use these adjusted prices of the comparable to estimate the value of the asset, to estimate the market value of the asset. So this involves reconciling adjusted prices. Often we take average or weighted average approach. So then reconciliations. So basically what happens is, as we have already discussed in the first video, that in market approach you get a series of values. To arrive at a single value of the subject property, then the adjusted values must be reconciled in the last stage. So how we do, we will discuss it now. We will with an example. So first thing is you have to make ranking of the properties. So each property which you choose for in this method for valuation, then you have to give each characteristic ranking. We may give it in this form: rank 3 for the highest quality, rank 2 for the medium quality, and rank 1 for the poor quality. And you can do in the other way also. It depends upon your choice. And So let us consider that we are doing the valuation of a flat which is size whose size is 65 square meter. Okay, its size is 65 square meter and it is situated on the first floor. So the data available for comparable for the flats is varying from 70 to 120 square meter and its age varying from 7 to 25 years. This is the data which we have collected from the site. So we consider, let us suppose we consider four major characteristics such as location, second size, third one size, age, and fourth specification. We have chosen four parameters or four major characteristics on the basis of which we will calculate the value of the asset. So we first of all, as we have already discussed, we have to make gradation for each characteristics of different weightages by giving them a suitable rank. So for location aspect, we give rank 3 if the CV communities and services are within a short distance, rank 2 if the said amenities are at a moderate distance, and rank 1 if the said amenities are far away. Then for size aspect, we take rank 3 for a flat area below 70 square meter, rank 2 for flat area between 70 to 120 square meter, and rank 1 for flat which is having area more than 120 square meter. For age aspect, we take rank 3 for buildings less than 7 years, rank 2 for buildings between age 7 to 7 and 25 years, and rank 1 for buildings which are having age more than 25 years. Then for specification aspect, rank 3 for superior most specification, rank 2 for general standard specification, and rank 1 for poor quality specifications. So it is for you to choose appropriate number of characteristics. You may choose many number of characteristics. Here we are taken four number of characteristics, and then we will be making them. Next step is to place all the comparable and their different characteristics with the rank each of one and the same subject property in the evaluation grid as we have discussed in the solution. So basically what we will do, we will give positive or negative weightage. It will depend upon whether the if the see here, this is most important thing. If the attribute of sale instance property is superior to the quality of attribute of the subject property, a negative weightage is considered. And if further adjustment to the instances of sale rate so that sale instance of property quality is brought down to the level of the subject property, and in case of inferior quality of sale instance, positive weightage is considered. So basically what we do here, this thing you have to remember. Our purpose is to make rich man poor by tax and making poor man rich by grant or subsidy, means giving positive weightage and negative weightage. So what let we have to bring it at the same level. See, if some attribute is at a higher level to the subject property, then we will try to bring back to our level. Let us add, if the attribute is at a lower level, then we will try to bring it at our subject property level. So this is what we have to do to make the rich poor by taxing, and by making the rich poor by taxing and making the poor rich by subsidy. We can say positive weightage. Here we will be applying negative weightage. This thing is very important in this topic. So let us take an example that we are doing the valuation of a flat which is situated on the first floor of the building, which is 6 years old, and building is 6 years old. The building abuts, see here, the building is 6 years old. The building abuts on a major road and is subjected in close proximity of it is situated in close proximity of shopping, recreation and cultural center. The flat is finished with the best specification. See here. First thing is location. Location is it is situated on the major road. First thing. Second, flat is finished with best specification. Okay. And size is given to you as 65 square meter. This is size. Okay. These are the, and fourth one is this your age, which is 6 year old. So these are the four attributes which we have considered for in our valuation. So sale instances which are available to us are, first is sale comparable one or sale A. This was a flat which was having an area 125 square meter. It was also situated on first floor. It was sold. This is sale price at, see here, sale price per unit 138,000 per square meter. It was sold 5 months back. The building is 15 years old. This is age of the building. It is situated on a secondary road but close to the shopping complex and cultural and recreational center. Flat is of, see here, specifications are concerned. This is a standard specification of cast in situ mosaic floor. This is specification of the sale A. Sale B, its area is 90 square meter. It was sold for 30,000 per square meter. It was sold about 10 months back. This building is 22 years old. This is age of the building, 22 years old, and is situated in middle class locality on a narrow lane and away from the shopping complex, cultural and recreational center. Flat is of poor specification. And third one, it is flat which is measuring 100 square meter. It is situated on first floor and it was sold at the rate of 42,000 per square meter. It was sold 6 months back. The building is 10-year old and is situated on major road surrounded by first class income group occupiers but away from the shopping complex, recreation and cultural center. The flat is of superior most specification with marble floor. So see here, we prepare a valuation grid. Along the horizontal we have these at properties, and along this we have comparable A, B and C. Okay, and its value we have to work out. Its value is, it was sold for 38,000 per square meter. It was sold for 30,000 per square meter. It was sold for 42,000 per square meter. We have to do its valuation as on today. It was sold 5 months before. It was sold 10 months before. It was sold 6 months before. So we assume that there is a rise of one rise in the rate of lands. At land is rate are increasing at the rate of 1% per month. So it was sold 5 months before. So we apply a weightage of plus 5%, because if this flat was sold as on today, it must have fetched 5% more value. So we apply plus 5% weightage. Here it was sold 10 months, we apply 10% plus 10%, and it was sold 6 months, we apply plus 6% weightage. So first thing is you have to apply adjustment for time. This is most important. First adjustment is to be done for the time. So 5% of 38,000 is 1900. 10% of 30,000 is 300, and 6% of 42,000 is 2520 per square meter. So add to this value 38,000 plus 1900, 39,900 per square meter, 33,000 per square meter, and 44,520 per square meter. So first you have applied for the times, and then for the location aspect. This is the second. So see here, ranking. Our building of which we are doing valuation, it is situated on the major road. So we apply it. Give it a rank 3. It is situated on secondary road, but near to the shopping and recreation center. We give it rank 2. It is situated on a narrow lane away from the shopping and recreation center. We give it poor ranking 1, and it is having almost same ranking as of sale A. So for this, so to brought it sale this comparable to our level. So see here, it is having inferior property, so we will give it a positive ranking. Similarly, it is the second one, it is also of inferior quality as compared to our subject property, and similarly this sale C comparable, it is also having inferior quality as compared to our subject property. So for one rank we give plus 10 weightage. So there is difference of one rank 3 and 2, we give plus 10%. There is difference of two ranking, we give plus 20%, and there is one rank difference, we give plus 10%. Then for size aspect, so we say where we will be giving, if the building is between less than 70 square meter, we will give it rank 3. So it is more than 100 or 100, we give rank 1. It is, these two are in between 70 to 120, we give them ranking of 2. So for one rank difference, so see there, they are inferior to, as compared to this property, these all the three are inferior to our subject property, so we will be giving positive weightage. So for one ranks, let us suppose we give one rank difference, we give plus 5% weightage. So there is a difference of two ranks, we give plus 10%. There is a difference of 3 and 2, one rank difference plus 5%, and 3 and 2 we give plus 5% rank. Then for weightage allowance for age aspect. For age, first of all, we find out the difference in the age. Our property is 6-year-old. This is 15-year-old. This is 22 years old. This is 10 years old. This is 15 years old. This property is 22 years old. This property is 10 years old. We find the difference. So first comparable is 9-year older than our property. Second is 16 years older than our property, and third is 4 year older than our property. So let us apply a weightage at the rate of 1% per annum. Half percent per annum. So for 9 years at the rate of half percent, it will be plus 4.5%. So 16 years at the rate of half percent per year plus 8%. And for 4 year at the rate of half percent per annum, it is plus 2%. And then for specifications, our property and the third one, they are of almost of the same specification. Second one is of middle type specifications, means with the trajo flooring. This is of poor quality specifications. So for each ranking, let us suppose we give 10% weightage, so there is difference of one rank, we give plus 10%. Then here the difference is of two rank, we give plus 20%, and these are both at the same level, we do not give any weightage. See here, so see here, the total weightage will be 10% plus 10% plus 10% plus 4.5% plus 34.5%. Similarly, see here the difference for 20% plus 5%, 25 plus 8 and plus 20%, 48%. Okay, see here similarly 10% plus or 15%, 17%, so plus 17%. So you apply this weightage to 39,900 multiplied by 1.345. It is 53,655. This is 48,844. To apply this 48% weightage to this 33,000, means 33,000 multiplied by 1.48, and then 44,520 multiplied by 1.17, it is 52,088. So now see these three values. These two values, if we compare, these are nearly equals to 53. So we give assume that a single value, we can safely assume the value of the property as 53,000. So value of the subject flat is 53,000 because it it varies from 48,840 to 53,665. So we can safely assume the value as 53,000. So value of the flat 53,000 into 65, 34 lakh 45,000. So in this way you can find out the value of the property by adjustment grid model. Next, land characteristics and its effect on land value. This is as for IBBI solution syllabus. You have to study this land characteristics and its effect on land value. First thing is location. So location is one of the most critical factors affecting the land value. So land, in whether it is in urban or suburban area, it is generally more valuable due to proximity to the amenities such as hospitals, shopping centers, hospitals, and employment opportunities, etc. So, for example, a plot of land in a prime urban area like Mumbai's Bandra or Delhi, South Delhi will have a higher value as compared to similar plot in a rural area. Why? Because of better access to the amenities and infrastructure. Then topography. The physical features of the land such as slope, elevation, shape, its affects its value. So if a property is of rectangular shape, but if the property is of pentagon shape or any other shape, it will have lower value than the property with the rectangular shape. So it will depend upon the topography of the land. So flat of plot of land in a suburban area is more valuable, for example, than a hilly plot in the same region because it requires less investment in leveling and construction. Then soil quality. So when you are doing constructing a building, soil quality is very important, as well as it is very important from agricultural purposes also. So fertile soil with good drainage and a nutrient content is more valuable as it supports a wide range of crops and has higher agricultural potential. So, as you know, a fertile plot of land in Punjab, known for its rich soil, will have higher value compared to a plot with poor qualities in the same region. Then accessibility. So, if the property is nearer to the transportation hubs, highways, and public transportations, it will naturally have more higher value. So, a plot of land near major highway or metro station in Bangalore will have a higher value as compared to similar plot located further away from these facilities. Then climate. So, the climate of the area impact land value. Areas with favorable climate such as mild temperature and ample rainfall are generally more desirable for agricultural and outdoor activities. Then environmental factors similar to climate, environmental factors also play an important role such as pollution level, air quality, and sustainability to natural disasters can affect the land values. For example, a plot of land in a flood prone area will have lower value compared to the similar plot in a safer location due to increased risk of natural disasters. Then infrastructure, then utilities. availability of adequacy of infrastructure such as electricity, water supply, sanitation, telecommunication. It affects the land values. For example, a plot of land in a well-developed residential area with access to all essential utilities will have higher value as compared to the lot in an underdeveloped area. Then next method is residue technique and other development methods. So there are different methods. First one is land residual method. So in land residual method, in this method we estimate the value of the land by subtracting the cost of developing the property from the total projected sale value of the developed property. So the formula is land value is equals to total development value minus development cost plus profit. For example, let us suppose overall expected sale value of a developed property is 1 crore and the development cost or building cost plus profit is 60 lakh. So then what will be the land value? Land value will be 1 crore minus 60 lakh, that will be equals to 40 lakh. So this is how land value can be calculated. Then second method is building residual technique. So in this case, let us suppose a property generate 10 lakh annual net operating income and the land generate 4 lakh, let us suppose. Then the remaining 6 lakh is attributed to the building. So if the capitalization rate is 10%, it means building value will be 6 lakh divided by 0.10, so 60 lakh will be the value of the building. So we will be taking an example of land residual technique using direct capitalization. So let us suppose construction costs are well known as well as market capitalization rate for lands and improvement. The land capitalization rate here is 9.5% and improvement capitalization rate is 10%. The cost of constructing the improvements is 14 lakh. If the property generates 2 lakh in annual net operating income, calculate the value of land and total value of the property. So here it is given. See here, different capitalization rates are given for the land and for the building. So from the building, cost of construction of the building our improvement is 14 lakh. So cost capitalized value, formula capitalized value is equals to net income into 1 upon r. Given cost of construction is 14 lakh, capitalization rate for improvement is 10%. So net income from the building, net income will be equals to cost capitalized value multiplied by r. So 14 lakh multiplied by 10 upon 100 rupees 1 lakh 40,000. So see here, property is generating 2 lakh annual net operating income. Out of this 2 lakh, 1 lakh 40,000 is being generated from the building. So from 2 lakh, 1 lakh 40,000 is generated from the building. It means remaining 60,000 will be attributed to the land. So it means capitalized value is net income, net operating income from the land is 60,000. Capitalization rate is 9.5%. Then you can calculate the value. It will be equals to 60,000 multiplied by capital divided by capitalization rate 0.095. So land value is 6,31,579. So this is land value. Building value is 14 lakh. So total value will be 20,31,579. Out of which 14 lakh is building value and 6,31,579 is land value. The build second another example, building residual technique. See here, land here in this question also, land capitalization rate is 9.5% and improvement rate is 10%. Property has net operating income of 2 lakh and the value of land is 4 lakh 50,000. Calculate the value of the building and total value of the property. So value of the land 4 lakh 50,000, multiply it with capitalization rate, that will give you net operating income from the land, which is 42,007, which comes out to be 42,750. So total net income is 2 lakh, out of which 42,750 is from the land. It means from the building it will be 2 lakh minus 42,750, 1 lakh 57,250. So the building value divided with the capitalization rate of the building, which is 10% with 0.510. So building value is 15 lakh 72,500. So total value 4 lakh 50,000 land value plus 15 lakh 72,500 building value. So total value is 20 lakh 22,500. Now development method, in development method what we do, we calculate the gross development value and subtracting the all development expenses. First we will calculate gross development value of the project, and from it we will deduct all development expenses, which will be including construction cost, professional fees, finance cost, and developers profit. So let us suppose gross development value is 10 crore, out of which construction cost is 3 crore, professional fees is 20 lakh, finance cost is 1 crore 50 lakh, developers profit is 2 lakh. So you deduct all these things from 10 crore. So remaining residual land value will be 3 lakh, 3 crore 30 lakh. This is used in case of upcoming project, if you have to do the valuation of an upcoming project. So you can do this with development method. So I will be taking an example from IBBI examination point of view. So let us suppose in Gilco Greens, Mohali, all villas are of the same size, location, etc. The different details in the recent parts are available. The value has to consider that to sell villa takes 1 year from deal due to various factors and rules, etc. So villa number 97, it was sold on January 2022. It was a vacant possession. It was sold for 1 crore 55 lakh. And in villa number 19, it was sold in January 2023. It was unoccupied possession. We can also say vacant possession. It was sold for 1 crore 65 lakh. And this, if Laila number 53, it was sold on December 2022, approximately to the same as in January 22. It was fetching an income of 1 lakh per month. So villa number 74, which is to be sold, you have to find out the value as on 2023. So what is the current YP based upon comparative sale in January 2023? So in January 2023, villa was sold for 1 crore 65 lakh, and net income per month of similar villa was 1 lakh per month. So compare these two, you can find out the YP in January 2023. They are approximately in the same time they were sold. So compare them. Capitalized value is 1 crore 65 lakh. Net income per month is 1 lakh. Annual income will be 1 lakh into 12 rupees 12 lakh. So we know capitalized value net income per year multiplied by YP. So 1 crore 65 lakh is capitalized value. Income is 12 lakh multiplied by YP. So from here YP will be 1 crore 65 lakh divided by 12 lakh, 13.75. So YP is 13.75. So what is the percentage increase in rent over the year considering the same YP? So let us suppose considering in see here, price has increased from 1 crore 55 lakh to 1 crore 65 lakh in a year. So if the YP is same, we have to find increase in rent over the year. So YP is 13.75. So we assume capitalized value as 1 crore 55 lakh. We know capitalized value net income per year multiplied by YP. So put the value, capitalized value for 1 crore 55 lakh. You have to calculate net income per year multiplied by YP 13.75. So net income per year we will be 11,27,272. So increase in rent. So now the rent in 2023 is 12 lakh. Last year it would have been 11 lakhs 27,272. So increase is 72,727. So if you find out the percentage increase, so 72,727 divided by 11 lakh 27,272 converted into percentage. So there is an increase of 6.45% increase in the rent. Third, what is the gross rent for the villa would fetch if the same net rent, if the outgoing is 20%, 20% is outgoing. So net income is 1 lakh, 20% is outgoing. So gross income minus 20% of gross income, that is net income. So you know net income is equals to gross income minus outgoings. Outgoings are 20% of gross income. So 0.8 gross income will be equals to net income. So gross income will be equals to net income divided by 0.80. Net income is 1 lakh divided by 0.80. So 1 lakh 25,000 should affect if the outgoings are 25. Sorry, 20%. What will be the current expected net rent if rate of interest is dropped to 3%? So instead of 10%, if it is 3%, you can calculate capitalized value is 1 crore 65 lakh. YP will be equals to 100 upon 3. So from here, net rent will be 3 into 3 upon 100 into 1 crore 65 lakh. It will be 4 lakh 95,000. What is the value of Villa 74 if it is sold now? You know value as on in 2023 is 1 crore 65 lakh. And if it was sold 1 year back, its value would have been 1 crore 55 lakh. What would be the rent Villa 74 fetch if it is given on rent? It is 1 lakh. So this is all about adjustment grid method and residual approach, and we have taken an example from examination point of view. If you have any doubt, you can give a call on number which is given in the first slide. And this is all from my side. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Thank you.